Yes.
Okay,
Mr. Kazibwe.
yes.
To add.
I think this aspect of oneness
Yes.
is can best be explained when you look at the Trinity. You know, 3 persons
In one.
in one. You have 3 people, but each of them as an individual. That is the best way to explain the oneness we are talking about. When Jesus said, the Father has sent me, but whatever I'm speaking is from the Father, you know, but Jesus is in his individuality, and then he also keeps referring to the Father, and then he refers to the Spirit. It is a mystery, like Ephesians says, as Ephesians 1, that unless God gives you the grace to appreciate it, you cannot understand it. So it is one of those prayers that a couple needs to say every other day, that God gives us the revelation to understand what you say when you say we become one.
Become one.
Yes.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
this oneness in marriage, it's a journey. It's not like when the priest pronounces it, then obviously.
Yes.
It's like the marriage is a journey towards becoming one. You walk towards it, you work on it intentionally. But at the bottom, first you have to appreciate that this covenant I've joined in, marriage is a covenant, not a contract. This covenant I've joined in is about becoming one with this other person. So how do we work on it? So you work towards becoming one spiritually,
Okay.
you know, and that's why I think in the Bible they will tell us, don't be joined with, I think it was Paul who was talking about not being joined with people where you don't agree. But also in Ecclesiastes, if 2 agree, honey, you're better on this than myself, and to work together unless they agree. So in marriage, you're saying, I'm going to work together with this person. And there's power in being one, in being together, because 2 are better than one.
That's
when
true.
one feels cold, another, okay, away from that, another one covers them. But so when we're talking about oneness in marriage, we're talking about spiritual oneness. We're talking about you growing into being one financially. We are talking about you growing into being one socially. So that when we see you,
Yes.
we see
Mr. Hakiza.
Yes. Ron, you were telling me the other time about how God is one, that you see God the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, they like the same things. They hate the same things. You say it the way you were saying it.
Yeah, it's the way you're saying it. She likes getting me there.
Maybe they would want to.
Yes,
listen
but it
from
is, I think it speaks to what I was talking about earlier. That when you see Angela, you're here.
Yes.
So when we see you here and we hear your mind, we should also know the mind of Mr. Kiza. That
Okay.
also when Mr. Kiza is somewhere and people hear his mind, they already know the mind of Angela. They know that these 2 are one, and it comes out in the things they love, in the things they hate, in their vision, in their intention, and their aspirations.
Yeah.
So it comes to that. That's achieving one, but it is a journey. It is not a destination.
Yeah.
So when they said the 2 become one, it is not that it's going to automatically happen. So certain things have to happen to put that in place.
Yeah.
And it is a journey that the Christian couple walks towards, until they're united and become one with God. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one brings me to the phrase of birds of the same feather. Is it same feathers who
Yes.
flock together?
True,
Yeah.
true.
So when you say that, it comes into mind. But I also want to bring to you a small story of there is a couple actually that had a disagreement at the time, because Mr. Ronnie, you mentioned that when you see Angela, we should be seeing Akiza in her because of how she does or
Hello,
whatever.
Akiza.
Yes.
Today we are making that
On how things are done, how I do my things, you know,
Yes.
we should know what the other party also does or dislikes. I want to bring to you to your attention that there was a couple, they were asked differently what is the best gospel song your husband likes? And this girl mentioned a completely different song that she thought the husband liked. When the husband was, questioned, it was a different story. He mentioned a completely different song. And the girl felt so bitter. She said, honey, I really thought I knew you. I literally don't know you. You are now a mystery. And that was really a small misunderstanding that came through.
Yeah.
So I don't know how best you can help us understand how one can really nurture that oneness.
Yeah, but she should have understood that it's a journey. It's not a destination.
Definitely. Most of us, we actually don't understand the bit of the journey.
Yes.
Yeah, we want to bump, I guess. Yeah.
Because people even keep changing. When we started dating with Ronnie 21 years ago, the food he liked, he doesn't like now. You know?
Really?
Yes. So people grow, people change. So maybe last year I liked a different gospel song and this year I like a different one. So that's why you are a couple, to keep growing together and to keep learning each other. The oneness is a continuous work.
Wow. Okay.